Hi there, Ben of the Flamenco Guitarra Podcast, and I'm here to show you a chromatic exercise that you can use to warm up on the guitar. We're going to start off incrementally with our first finger on the first fret, building up to the second, third, fourth, and then we're going to go to the A string and repeat that pattern: D string and G string, B string and E string, and come back down in fourth four time. By the time we come back down to the first fret, we're going to come back up to the second fret and come back down again and repeat the process. So let's say we've gone all the way up to the 12th fret. Now our fourth finger's on the 15th fret. Come back down, and then we're on the 12th fret, and then we're going to continue the process until we get all the way down to the first fret again. So it could take a few minutes, and we're going to do it at 50 beats per minute, so I invite you to do the exercise with me. As far as the right hand goes, here's something to note. Start with your index finger if you'd like, or start with the middle finger. We're alternating with his fingers. This is called apoyando, and we're resting the fingers. If you were to do tirado, that would be like a free stroke. They'd be striking the string and going up free in the air. Resting strokes, apoyando, is where you rest your finger immediately on the subsequent string that's above it after striking that string. So let's say if I hit G, I'm going to rest my finger on the D string. Tirado. Just throwing them up in the air and I'm not resting it. If I do picado, I'm doing apoyando, but I'm resting it and muting it like a staccato. So the same string that I hit, I mute it. That's picado. It's a shorter note. So when you start off, you can start with the index or you can start with the middle. You're going to find that you're going to have a preference, really. The M finger naturally has more strength than the I finger. So you might enjoy doing the exercise starting off with your M finger, or you might like doing it with the I. But I suggest try it with both. Go through the exercise once using the I finger starting off with, and then the next one start with the M. So this is what it would look like if I started off the exercise with my index finger. That means that every bar would start off with my index finger. If I start off with my M finger, likewise. Each bar, the one beat, is going to be corresponding with the M finger. And I find that when I use my M finger, I've got more force naturally, and so it kind of creates an accent on the first note. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to keep pace. So let's do it at 50 beats per minute. Now don't worry if you make mistakes. I'm right here with you. Hey, I might even make a mistake. But if I catch you trying to get a sandwich in the middle of this whole thing, you're in trouble. Here we go. Foreign. I started with my index finger, as you can see. Put those left hand fingers down. Now sync them up with your right hand. And down. And down we go more. It's hard not to rush. Or it might be the case that it's hard to go and do this without your hand cramping. If you have to duck out, that's okay. Just come back in. Now the 4th fret. up. So this is something that you want to do. Not take too much time doing it, but if you wake up in the morning and just struggle through it and get your hand acclimated to the fretboard, it's a good exercise. Just to wake your hands up, to wake your mind up, and to calibrate your fingers with the fretboard. 6th fret. By now you should start feeling a burn in your left hand fretting fingers and your thumb. And that's okay. Like I said, if you have to duck out, that's okay. Come back in though. And don't get a sandwich. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 7. Remember, you can get these tabs over at patreon.com/Flamenco for you. We're descending with our 4th finger on the 10th fret. Now 1st finger up here on the 8th fret. Right now I'm using my I finger for my picking, my apoyando. We're getting pretty high, aren't we? Back down again. 11, 10. Now up. Boom! All right, you've done it. Congratulations. I hope your left hand's not hurting too bad. Sorry about that if it is. But jump back in the saddle and don't stop. And if you like this tutorial and you'd like to see more, go head on over to patreon.com/Flamenco for you to get your exclusive tabs and backing tracks. Don't forget on this channel to hit subscribe and bell. Thanks.
For more information and to receive free materials, news updates, and more, subscribe to Ben's newsletter at flamencoforyou.com.